Eastside Kids, it's me, Amber. Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're joining us this week. We're going to have so much fun, and we're going to start by remembering our big rule. I wonder who could help us. Hey, maybe Teacher Paul could help us. Hey, Teacher Paul.
Hey, Teacher Amber. Hi, boys and girls. You guys remember me? Of course you do.
Of course. Teacher Paul, can you help us remember our big rule?
Of course! We've been doing the big rule every week for like a bajillion years.
Yeah.
The big rule is every morning practice Taekwondo.
I don't think that's our big rule. Do you kids think that's our big rule?
Wait a minute.
I don't think so. Let's keep thinking.
Oh, right, of course. The big rule is not to eat the yellow snow.
Good rule, not our big rule.
What?
No. Nope.
Oh, right. The big rule is to eat all the broccolis and Brussels sprouts and parsnips and tubers on your plate.
Eating your vegetables is not our big rule. Sorry.
But it's a good rule.
It's a good rule, but not our big rule.
I know, okay? Our big rule is to change your light bulbs every 3 days.
Change your light
Oh,
bulbs?
sorry, I messed it up. Every 3 to 4 months, change your socks.
You should change your socks way more often than that.
Is it rotate your tires, change your oil?
Okay. Good advice, Teacher Paul. There's some really good rules in there and some not so good rules. But none of those are our big rule. I bet you the kids know what our big rule is, even better than we do.
I guess so. Kids, what is the big rule?
It's to be kind.
That's right. It's to be kind, of course.
Of course. The kids always know.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big rule.
It is. It's a huge rule. And speaking of big things, our new series this month is talking about someone really big and someone really small.
Really big and really small. Well, you know one thing that's big?
What's that?
A big truck.
Yeah,
Is it as
trucks
big
are
as a big truck?
Trucks are pretty big, but this is way bigger than a big truck.
What about a big building? Is it bigger than a big building?
Bigger than any building in all of Calgary.
Bigger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Way bigger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What? Well, you know what's really big? King Kong. I bet that it's not as big as King Kong.
This is even bigger than King Kong.
Bigger than King Kong?
Yep.
No way.
This month in our Bible stories, we are going to be learning about Job, who was just a guy. He was small.
Okay.
But he's going to learn that God is a really big God, bigger than anybody else.
Whoa, really big, huh?
Really big.
I bet God must have some really big shoes. Like maybe a size 12 or a size 13?
Maybe. I'm not sure how big God's shoes are, but I know that when we're talking about how big God is, we're talking about more than just how tall he is or how big around he is. We're talking about God being stronger and smarter and more powerful than anybody else.
Whoa. I still think he probably has a big footprint though.
Maybe, I don't know, but why don't we go look at our Bible story to find out some more?
Good idea. Let's go see what Job is up to.
A long time ago, there was a man named Job. Job was a good man. He followed God and did what was right. The Bible called Job blameless and full of integrity. A blameless person is someone who hasn't done anything wrong. Someone with integrity is someone who does the right thing even when nobody is watching. God was proud of Job and blessed him. Job had a big family, lots of animals, and all of his needs were taken care of. One day, the adversary came to God and said, "I don't think Job is all that great. He's just being good because you have made his life easy." God knew that Job loved him and told the adversary that even if Job had nothing, he would still do what was right. So the adversary began taking things away from Job to see if he really loved God, even if things didn't go his way. Job lost his sheep and his cows. He lost his camels and his servants and even his family. Job was so sad that all he could do was cry and cry. But Job still trusted God and prayed to him, even though he had lost everything. Then Job got sick with terrible sores all over his body. But Job still trusted God even though he was sad and sick. He knew that God is good. And even though Job didn't understand why he was suffering, he knew God would not leave him.
Oh, brother, that was such a sad story. Poor Job.
Yeah, I know. Poor Job. But you know what? Job knew that he was just a small person, but he was created by a really big God. So even though Job was suffering and he was going through a hard time, he knew he could trust God, because he knew if anybody could make things right and make things better, it would only be God.
I see. That is why Job trusted God, because he knew that God was so big and he knew what was going on, even though Job had no idea what was going to happen.
Exactly. And you know what? That's why we can trust God too.
You know, that reminds me of our memory verse, guys. For God's voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does things beyond our understanding. That's found in Job 37, verse 5.
Wow, I really like that verse. That's a new one. You know, now whenever I hear the thunder, I'll be able to remember that God is big. You know, that's all we have for today, kids. But thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great week. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to watch more of our videos.
And there's some really cool worship songs in the link below, so be sure to scroll down and check them out. Well, that's it for us, guys. So, bye. We'll see you on Sunday.